Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the USC Trojans, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Trojans will put total leather and we'll get started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will have the first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he's making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense. All eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air, because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
And the Spartans headed quickly to the line. They'll try to pop the draw. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Now the toss. Oh, he's got some space. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Spartans look to keep this drive humming. The jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Tight end finds a soft spot. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So USC's offense will take the field for the first time. And And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Going for it all. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Payne. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. The go-ahead touchdown called back after the flag, and this offense going to have to regroup quickly. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you've got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? We're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They'll go with a direct snap. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Spartans will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Pocket breaking down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Gets it to him on the screen. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right, you don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressive.
And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Trojans!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. And the Spartans in the hurry up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him one. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Hauls it in. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Spartans will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. What a cut. Now he's loose. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So first down here as they go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And when you run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back. But look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds.
On the set. Green 25.
Off the play fake on first down. Lets it fly. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Picks up the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They're going to ride this running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Spartans come to the line in the hurry up. Rides the back and leads it. And the defense holds firm. No pickups at all on that play. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sparty.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They're going to test the right side with this one. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season. You can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play. Dropped it.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Southern Cal!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Here comes the heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but, man, you got to protect. You got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They'll run the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Right on target this time. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, you know, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me there, RD.
A strike downfield. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, 1st down. They just keep firing. This time it's complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being caught field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds. That's really impressive.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. The screen, and watch out. Strong, firm tackle.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
It's a nice job by the tight end there, just whipping his head around. They didn't need that many yards, so that's an easy completion. You get the 1st down.
And the Trojans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got him. Touchdown USC. And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
Shoot, quick toss to the right. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Figueroa. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
3rd down play from the gun. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Under fire. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the 1st half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football.
There he goes. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Creates a little room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll give it to the back. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurt.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. And you think about Michigan State D-line, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. That one was leaking and losing altitude fast, but it made it home. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. And the Spartans want to move quickly. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there that can be efficient, make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Brown. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Wants to keep it in the air. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
They're going to go to the air on third and short. He's got an open man. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Trojans are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Trojans! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Now the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Finds his tight end. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Trojans! Fitted in the window for the score. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Off play action on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Motion from the back. To the air on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it.
Breaks into the open. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Here we go.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Lean on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing.
Looking for the end zone. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
Back to pass on second down. Gets rid of it. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Got the tight end outside. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Back to pass. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Snagged in the middle. It's Browning. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Spartans decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against the good.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
59, Michigan State, 10.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated in certain